Hi, hello, welcome back. Today we're out on a puppy walk. Puppy walk is going to be with Darcy today, and I wanted to talk to you about what a puppy walk is and what we do with puppies when we're out on a walk. So first of all, a puppy walk is a walk that's quite short in duration. It's on soft ground. That's really important that they're walking on ground that's not damaging to their development, to their joints, and it's also going to be full of enrichment. So lots of different smells, quite a lot of novelty, but in a secure environment, and by that I mean an environment we can control. So we're avoiding strange dogs. We're going to make sure that we aren't over tiring our puppy, or we're not going to over amp our puppy. So let's go, let's do this. So we're on soft ground. This is our local neighbouring fields, privately owned, so we're unlikely to run into other people, strange dog walkers. Strange dog walkers, that's mean, right? Dog walkers aren't strange, but I mean people walking strange dogs, and by strange I mean unknown to Darcy. But yeah, we're on soft ground. This is a field that in the past, this field has been grazed by livestock. It's not currently grazed by livestock, and it's really important that when you're choosing a walking environment, especially if you plan on doing any off-lead time with your dog, that you don't, that there's no livestock in the area, that you've checked that that's going to be okay, because obviously dogs should never ever be off lead around livestock unless they're working them, so that's the only exception. So yeah, we've chosen this because it's a soft ground, it's a short walk. We are not trying to over stimulate the puppy, and we're not trying to wear out her physically, we're trying to wear out her mentally. So on this walk I brought along one of her favourite toys, and it's yellow. So yellow and blue are good colours for puppies, they can see them quite well. To do some toy kind of practice, basically some toy drive, I'll talk about that. And I've also got a pocket full of treats. And today I bought, I don't know if we can get this to focus, oh maybe not, little bits of dried beef. This is dried beef. So I've got a pocket full of treats, we've got a toy, and we've got a puppy sniffing in the long grass. Basically I'm just letting her brain kind of absorb some information, absorb her surroundings, and then we're going to do a little bit of training. So on this lovely soft ground I can practice putting a little bit of distance between myself and Darcy, and we can try doing a little recall practice perhaps. So with recall and young puppies, we have to make sure that we've got tons and tons of tasty treats in our pocket, and we have to make sure that we're exciting, that we're interesting enough to come back to. So I'm going to wait for her to be a little bit distracted, just a little, far enough away for a recall, and we're going to, Darcy, come, come. Yay! Good girl! We're going to stuff her full of treats. Good girl! We're going to give her lots of praise. She's such a good girl! Well done! Good job! Good job! Good job, Darcy! Good job! Yeah! Yes! Okay. And we're calming it down. Calm it down, says she, who's just dropped her phone. And we're going to wander off and re-practice that again. Look what we found, guys. I hope my camera can pick it up. Oh, yes, butterfly. Smart choice. So once again, we're going to do a bit of recall practice, and we're going to wait for Darcy to get far enough away and be a little bit distracted. And then we're going to make ourselves an exciting thing to return to. And when she does return, we're going to heavily reward that with both delicious, tasty treats and with fuss and attention and gratitude for having returned. So I'm just going to stop here. Darcy, come! Come! Yay! Good girl! Good girl! So now we're doing a little bit of eye contact rewarding. So when she comes and looks at me and gives me eye contact, I'm just going to reward it. For now, I haven't marked it. I'm going to start trying to mark it, perhaps, while we're out. I'm just going to use the word yes. Nice and simple. You can use anything you want. A click, a sound, a word, a noise, if you like to make noises with your mouth. Whatever. Just a noise that marks that they're doing the right thing. Yes. So we mark and then we reward. We're going to mark and then we reward. She didn't actually, she was looking at me. She didn't give me any eye contact, okay? So I'm going to, yes. So then she looked me straight in the eye. So I marked it and rewarded it. All right. And this is important. Oh, you'd step in for a, she's not too sure about these new collars. I bought her a rolled leather collar, thinking it might be more comfortable on her coat, but I don't know. She's scratching it a lot. Let's see if we get any eye contact. Yes! So I don't know if you could tell then, but I'm keeping my phone, trying to keep it a bit level with my eye line, so you can tell when we're actually getting eye contact. Yes! So this is just something to do to break up recoil training. Yes. Because, you know, you don't want to keep training the same thing over and over again as well. You've got to make your training a bit diverse. I'm going to turn around and walk in the other direction for no reason, except for the fact that, you know, I wanted to learn that just because she assumes we're off on a walk, that she knows the route, that's where we're going. It's not. Her attention has to be on me. And if I change my mind, make a different decision, yes, then she has to be prepared to respond to that appropriately. So mix things up as well. Don't do the same walk every day. Try and choose to go in different directions. Yes! She's figured this game out. I'm going to stop doing this one now and we're going to work on something else. So if I turn around, walk in this direction. Oh, no, keep going in this direction. No, going to keep going in this direction. Back again. Let's go back. Let's do I was going to say let's do a recall. What's the point? Right, okay. Let's just have a break from training completely. It's okay. All gone. All done. Go sniff. Go sniff. We're going to break from training completely because she's very hyper-focused. This is fantastic, obviously. But at the same time, I do want her to just kind of sniff and enjoy the walk. So come back to me when she's forgotten that we were doing any training. Okay, guys, the nose has gone down. She's sniffing the ground, and that means that she's not so focused on me. Let's do another recall. Darcy, come! Yay! Good girl! Good girl! Yeah, let's get that toy. Let's get that toy out. Let's bury that toy. Yeah! Come, come, come! Yay! Good girl! Good girl! Good girl! Good job! Good job! Good job! Good job! Good job! Yeah, good job! Bit of a reward with the toy instead of just the treats. That's nice, mixes things up. Now I find that my other dogs, lupine dogs, not so toy driven. Maybe a little, not as much as a German Shepherd, obviously. Okay, now we've redone the recall. Let's see if we can get some eye contact going again. I'm going to walk in the other direction. Stop. Forgive her, see if she offers me. Oh, I think I missed it. Yes! Yeah, good girl. It was my fault, guys. Missed it. So make sure you know, it's not the end of the world, but try and stay concentrated. I was looking at where my phone was pointing instead of looking at where my dog was looking. Don't you eat that butterfly. Guys, the butterfly made it. You'll be pleased to know. See if we get any more eye contact. See what she offers me. Oh, she's offering me a sit. Yes! And a bit of eye contact. Lovely. Right, I think we'll walk back again in the other direction. See what we get. Not really looking at me. Oh! We'll see. Yes! You just see the eyebrow flick up. That's when she's giving me the eye contact, guys. Yes. Now, you might be asking, am I luring her with treats? I'm not. I don't actually get the treat out of my pocket until she's given me the eye contact. So you could lure it with treats, of course. I mean, lots of trainers and lots of my dog friends and things use lures. They lure training with treats. And I used to, don't get me wrong, and it's successful. I just found that waiting for the behaviour to naturally happen and marking it and then rewarding seems to kind of, it's slower in the beginning, but once they get it, it's sort of faster, you know. So I found that I just saved myself some time not luring too much and just waiting for the behaviour to happen, because eventually they'll do what, you know, you want them to do at some point. And then marking it and heavily rewarding it, they kind of build the association a little bit faster, I found. It's personal choice, personal preference, not dissing anyone else. It's just the way I do it. So I try not to lure just because it suits me, it suits the way I work better. So I'm going to try and do a little bit more recoil training, and we're going to wait for her to not be checking on me, and I'm going to try and recoil her. Darcy, come! Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Oh, she's such a good puppy. She's such a good puppy. Yeah, she is. So good. So good, so good. Lots of fuss, lots of reward. Come on then, baby. So yeah, making your recoil worth coming for. Also, try not to shout their name. Like I use the word, it's a really bad habit of mine actually. I use the name and then I use the command. Or, you know, I hate the word command as well. But, you know, I do use the word come for a recoil. Let's try and say it quietly then. But... you know, try not to you can obviously use their name if you want to get their attention, and then the command. It's not a problem, but try not to always use their name before the command, because then when you're in an emergency and you're just shouting come, you know, you want them to understand what that means in its own right. So we'll try that. Come! Good girl! Good job! Good job, puppy! Good job, puppy! Yeah, good job. She's a clever girl. She's a clever girl. Yes, she's a clever girl. There we are, you see. Just break it up. Make sure it's not always attached to their name, because you might forget if you're in a bit of a squeeze. Try and break it up with again, maybe a little bit of toy play. Hi, Darcy. Toy. Yay! I'm trying to. Yeah, good girl. Good job. Trying to get her to bring it back to me. I'm trying to start a retrieve, but as you can see, the retrieve has not gone so well. So I'm going to carry on just using the toy as a reward for now. Might use it as a reward for some eye contact. So... yes! Good girl! Yeah, you see, I mean, the toy is gone. We'll do that at home. Don't flog a dead horse, as they say. If they're not interested in that at the moment, that's fine. Doesn't mean that they're not going to be great at it. Doesn't mean that you can't train it. just means that that's just not where the brain's at that moment. That's not what's driving them at that moment. So at this moment, yes, it's food driving Darcy, and that's totally fine. She's 6 months old, pretty in line with her exponential growth, so that's okay. Yes. We're gonna head home. Yes. Just because I got a really long period of eye contact, I'm trying to increase the length of the eye contact, so you'll see I'll wait for her to look at me for a little longer before I mark it and reward it. Yes. Good girl. And again, we've probably only done, how far have we walked, Dars? I don't know, maybe 800 yards. Nothing, less than a kilometre. We've been out for half an hour. We really have peaked in terms of the length of time that we should be walking and training at this age. Bear in mind, I'm only doing it for this long because we're on super soft, nice springy ground. So it's not really causing a lot of impact there on her joints. And just because I needed to have a nap this afternoon, yes, so that I could play some games, guys, play some computer games. And the way to do that is to make sure that your dog has been enriched and occupied, and her brain's been stimulated, and she's been physically exercised, and she's had all her needs met if I want her to lie quietly while I play games this afternoon. Okay, top tip. Can I get a distance recoil in? Let's try it. Come! Yay! Good girl! Good girl! She's so good! Oh, good girl! Good girl! Yeah! Some sniffy treats and everything. Oh, she's so good! She's so good! Good dog! Good dog! Good dog! Yay! Good dog! Good dog! It's quite nice. That was maybe, I don't know, 50 yards. Good job! Now let's see if she offers us any eye contact. Doesn't matter if this takes, 20 minutes, guys. Just, you're waiting. Yes, it did happen. It happened. I saw you look at me. It doesn't matter how long it takes. All you're waiting for is for them to just catch your eye line, make eye contact. Yes, because then they'll learn that, oh yeah, focusing on my person seems to pay off. And obviously, attention is the mother of all behaviours, as we know from puppy culture. Yes. Now we're getting loads of eye contact because she's figured out that I'm dishing out treats again. So we'll break from this again, and we'll try something else a bit later on. Come! Yay! Good girl! Good job! Good girl! She's a good girl! She's a good girl! Let's go! The pack are calling us home. Good girl! Yes! That's our pack beyond the trees. You might just start to be able to hear them. They can hear me, that's why they're shouting. We're not completely unlike a wolf dog, because guess what we found? We found something stinky and we're rolling in it. So, very typical scent marking behaviour seen in all dogs. particularly in kind of the more driven, worky and wolfy type dogs of the world. Yes! Right, that's all for today. Let me turn this around. I will be back tomorrow on a live. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm coming back tomorrow on a live. I'm going to be answering questions from subscribers predominantly, because I think that's just the way YouTube sets it up. I can only have sort of 25 people that aren't subscribers or something. Maybe I've read that wrong, but so the questions I'll be taking will be from the viewers, and anything about wolf dogs, living with dogs, working with dogs. I've had a lifetime of different breeds and different experience, but obviously presumably most people want to ask questions about wolf dogs, which is absolutely fine. And I will be there tomorrow from 6 p.m. to answer your questions the best that I can, and I'll have one of the pack with me, and hopefully our internet works well enough to allow that to happen, and I'm looking forward to it. So let's see if we can get some eye contact from Darcy. Yes, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.